It's a Friday Hype special presentation.
Body and Soul by London Doris Harris Washington Health and Wellness Booklet. Get your copy online today.
Go to londondoris.gumroad.com/l/cziom or email londendoris@gmail.com.
That we have, I have a lot of samplers, but we don't have enough room to put them all in. So we have them from kings on down to baby quilts. And my group that I'm in, we meet on Wednesdays and we have a good time. We have a teacher, and sometimes I'm the teacher, and then there's other people teaching how to do this.
Quiltsmadeoflove.com. That's quiltsmadeoflove.com.
Why I Didn't Get Married, audiobook and Spotify special, now playing, listen now.
Visit cbiztvmedia.com/single-christian-girl. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to our Are You with Bridgerton Ladies special. And I'm gonna play a short video to kind of give you an idea or premise of the whole topic of this meetup. But first, I want to ask you ladies, do you have a Bridgerton name? Now, I'll give you some tips to create your Bridgerton name. You can add the word, you have to have lady before it, whatever you are, your lady, such and such. You have to add, you don't have to, you can come up with your own complete alliteration, but adding a T-O-N helps it to sound more like Bridgerton. For those of you that have heard of the show, you can put a B-Y on the end or a R-Y on the end to kind of make it sound more like you're a posh lady from back in that period in that time. So I'm going to give you some time to think of your name and what you want your name to be, lady such and such, whatever you and use your personality. Like what in your personality do you want to highlight? Add that into it, and that'll be your Bridgerton lady name. So we're gonna do that. While you're thinking of that, I'm gonna put on this clip so you guys can see the whole point of our Bridgerton lady meetup. So stay here.
Bridgerton is a period piece that follows elite families. The young ladies of marrying age are presented to the public as available to wed. The men of interest must respectfully approach the family before receiving an opportunity to win the lady's heart. In a time of dating apps, one-night stands and hookups, the divorce rate is high and marriages are at an all-time low. What sets you apart as a woman? Are you a Bridgerton lady? You have nothing to prove if only to yourself. Let's build and lift each other up, ladies. Be proud and empowered. Represent who you really are or discover your truth.
By the way, I'm Irene. We have London, we have Sylvia, we have Miss Janice as well, if she's able to participate. And so we want to hear your Bridgerton name. Sylvia, do you have a name? Lady what?
Me, I'm just Lady C.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can add something to that. I'll call you Lady. This is just very easy. I'll just call you Lady Silverton. Let's say Lady Silverton.
Oh, that's nice.
I like that.
Okay, and I call myself Lady Chillsby because I be chill.
I
saw Miss Janice come up there.
Hey, Miss Janice, you just look cute too with her little flower on the side. Okay, how about Lady Brandington?
Where are you?
Oh, you don't want to see me. You
Well,
guys look so
we're
cute.
recording this, so we need to see. People need to see you.
We
Lady
see you,
Brandington?
Lady Brandington.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Randyton, that's nice.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, would you ladies like to, like, if you were back in that time, in that period, kind of describe, what your personality would be, what you would do? Um, and you can take from your real life experiences, or you can just come up with something that you just off the top of your head. And while you're doing that, I have some fun names I came up with. Lady Poshington, because she's very posh. I'm just thinking of Bridgerton names. Lady Bothersby, because she's bothered by everything. Um,
Oh, wow.
Lady Lovery, because she's just full of love. Lady Beefington, because she has a beef with everyone. And Lady Badsby, because she's a baddie, but in a good way. Well, if I was in that time, because if you think about that time, it was limiting in a way for women.
Well, can I change my name? Can I just pick one of those names?
You want to use one of those names?
Yeah,
Sure.
I want Lady Poshton.
Okay. That's fun. Okay. And if you guys, we're going to be doing this again for fun. If you guys want to join us, email us at cbiztv@yahoo.com. And we'll let you know next time we're going to do this. And we're just having a little fun here, ladies. So back in that time, if you watch the show, the young lady, Lady Whistledown, she writes the paper, but nobody really knows who she is. Again, women didn't have all the different jobs that we can have today. So I guess I will be working somewhere in the media industry. I guess somehow in the Bridgerton world. Um, I guess that's all I got. I work in the media industry. Maybe I will be writing. Um, I don't think they had any like broadcasters or like limitations, but I think it's also some benefits to that world. What would you do, London?
Poshington.
Yes.
Oh, Poshington.
Miss Lady Poshington, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lady Poshington. Well, posh. You can have that look and all that. Also, uh, I like to go after
You
the
need time.
yeah, I like to go after the fellas that got money. You know,
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
and I have my I have my girl. We have a girl posse. When I go get what I get, I share it with all the girls. It kind of sounds like Robin Hood. Go get all the funds and just share it with everybody. But my girls really, our little gang, they like that because when I do, they root me on, and then when I come back, I share. So if I get $100,000 out of it, then I'll give all the girls some. Then I move to the next one.
Wow. He's gonna be like
Cool.
But I
that.
don't
Okay.
give up anything to get it.
I think you should be Lady Badsby.
Okay. At Lady Bets.
With that type of thing
By
you're
the
gonna be
way,
doing.
I do not compromise myself with anyone.
Of course not.
That's why I'm so kind of slick. They think they love what they see and how I act. So cunning and smooth that I just get what I get while they're waiting, and they never will get. Never.
You tease.
What
Oh,
would you be doing in that time? If imagine yourself in that time, what role would you play?
I would be the one that's in the corner watching everybody, so I'll know what's going on. And I probably want to be like the one that they come to the theater to watch, maybe try to sing or play piano or do some kind of act or something like that. But I'm always the one that's in the corner watching and see what everybody knows, so I know who is what and what's going on. And you know, I would know the background of what's going on, so I would know how and where to be. I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't compromise myself either, but I would know who I could talk to and who I couldn't talk to, and I would know who's doing what. Not that I would use it against them or anything, but I would just want to know.
Okay, I like that. Like for those of people that watch the show, you sound like Lady Whistledown because she's kind of on the side watching. Nobody really knows, but she's got
Right.
all the tea. So I will have to confer with you for my media paper. So when I put the paper out, you're gonna have to be one of my insiders that, gives
Okay.
me all the tea. But of course, you're anonymous. Nobody knows who you are.
Right.
So we would work well together. And when you said singing, I was like, that was my first thought that you were going to be singing somewhere in the opera or something.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, I
I
could
did
see
opera
that
before.
for you. I'm
Yeah.
trying to see if,
More
all
money.
right,
More money.
Lady Sylvia Silverton, I'll say Silverton. Lady Silverton, what would you be doing back in that time if you were back in the Bridgerton time?
That's telling accent.
Say that again.
So accent, that's it.
You'd be chilling and what, collecting all the money?
Of course.
You're gonna be working with Lady Washington Badsby, of course, right?
Of course, we're partners.
If a lady desires to send a note of thanks or correspondence, she can do so with a delightful card or postcard. Or if she dare write out her dreams or desires, plans for the future, or a simple list of things that are a must for the latest ball or gathering, she can do so with this book of notes. And if she is a woman of faith, she has no shame in expressing that with this wearable item that can fit on a lapel or outdoor garment, bag for books or such. If you have a wish for any of these items, visit zazzle.com/cbgifts, email cbiztv@yahoo.com to receive free shipping. Now let us return to our ladies' gathering.
All right, everyone. So we are back. We want to thank Lady, I think she said her name was Brandington, and I changed it. Sorry about that. And Lady Silverton or Sylviaton for coming in and joining us for our little Bridgerton fun party. And we have with us here Lady Washington. And she probably has two personalities because she's also Lady Badsby. So we're going to see her change into her other personality at another time. She has a different outfit and everything. So, all right. So if you guys want to join us the next time we do this, email us at cbiztv@yahoo.com. That's cbiztv@yahoo.com. Now, I'm going to ask you, have you ever heard of the love languages?
I'm not really familiar with that.
So, I'm
I
going to
should know that.
Hmm?
I should know that technique.
Well, it's a popular book that was written a while back, and people still refer to it as they talk about the 5 love languages. And I'll tell you what they are, and then you tell me which one you feel you resonate with most. Words of affirmation, receiving gifts, acts of service, physical touch, or quality time.
Well, as the Bridgerton lady, I would say receiving gifts is great. But as my own personal self, I would say quality time. Quality time or acts of service.
That sounds good. And did you want to explain why that's so?
Because that's what I do for real in real life.
Okay. So that's how, like, if somebody cares about you, because love language can be friends, family, and relationship. So if somebody cares about you, then that's what you would need for quality time from them. And what was the other one?
I think quality time is good too.
Acts of service.
Even if you have a relationship, though, quality time. If you don't have a lot of time to be together, some people are married or they are in a relationship. But if everybody's working and they have business and careers, and so what time you do have together. If you can, it be quality time, could be good. That means it might not be real long period of time, but you do something real special with that time, something enjoyable.
Okay. Well, for myself as Lady Chillsby, I would have to say that words of affirmation, because in my field, words is very important, and how you present yourself and what you're presenting. So words are important in how you present those words and how it makes that person feel, the response and the reaction that comes from that. And that's how I respond as well. But for myself, I like all of the different love languages, but I'll probably put words of affirmation and quality time. Those are my two top ones that I resonate with the most. Because I just like to get positive feedback. I think it encourages me. And I have not really gotten that a lot from people. Like from my loved ones and family, I've gotten that, and I appreciate that. But I feel like I've done some pretty good things in life, but I don't always get like, "Hey, good job." Or if someone says that to me, it's because they want something, they want me to do more, or they want something in return, and it's not really genuine. So that's why I resonate with that words of affirmation and just quality time, having a good time with each other, having fun, enjoying each other's company are my top ones. And we'll talk more about that in the future because I really like the whole love languages concept. All right, another question I have for you as a Bridgerton lady. Like, once you do find your Bridgerton man, let's say you get courted, that's how they did back in the time. You have a few different suitors that are after you, and once you choose your suitor, once you guys get married, should you guys have separate finances or all your finances are together, and why or why not?
Well, as Lady Washington, most definitely separate, most definitely, and also we should have something joint together too. And as me as a person, I say the same thing.
Okay,
But some people
understandable.
say what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
Right. Okay, and my response to that is I agree with you, Lady Washington, that you should have your finances together, and a lady should always have something on the side just in case she needs that. For whatever reason, there's a character on the show, I think it's Lady Featherington, and I think that her husband early on was not doing well with the money. So it's good to have something on the side just to, just in case you need it. Some people have a lot on the side. It depends. You might need that too. But yes, I think a lady should have both. She should have options. Okay. I think I'll do two more questions here. Do you believe in gender roles as a Bridgerton lady? Do you believe in gender roles?
As in what?
As a Bridgerton lady, do you believe in gender roles? Do you want me to further
Yeah,
explain that?
explain it.
Should a lady act a certain way? Should a man act a certain way? Should the lady go out and work, or should the man go out and work? Those type of gender roles. In society, what society believes you should do as a man or as a woman. Do you believe that, do you agree with those roles and feel like you want to follow those roles, or you don't?
I
Or a
think
little bit of both?
I think it depends. I'm still old fashioned, and I always think if a man is really caring about me, and if he's going to be somewhat the leader, maybe some men don't want to be the leader. You also need to assume the role of being the knight in shining armor, that you're going to take care of your love no matter what, and she can have the option, because a lot of times what the women do now, some men expect them, they go to work, the wife brings in money, then she comes home and she does all the work at home, she raises the children, and a lot of times the guys don't participate in any of that. Well, I work, you take care of me. So I think people should sit down and talk about that and share. I think you should share different roles. And I don't think some men probably then didn't want women to go out and work. They treat you like a lady and they care for you. But looks like in the Bridgertons, like the women had things to do. They had business to conduct. They had a society or meetings to go to, especially people who have upscale lifestyle. You have to keep up your lifestyle on how you look, what you do, your affiliates, hobnobbing with the wealthy ones, making impressions, and a lot of times when the partner makes a good impression, it's good for the whole family. You got to have a certain look, certain attitude. Yeah. Some of the women probably have businesses, but they still carry themselves as you know, as you know, delicate, soft women do. You do all that and still be very womanly as you are.
I,
So I think that's attractive. And yeah,
I agree. And I do believe it does show the reality of that time, but it does show the women still handling business, which even back then they were. Women have always been doing something that may not be seen just like, taking care of the kids, what they call women's work. There's a lady that runs, I believe she has a dress shop on the show.
yeah,
Lady Whistledown, she's kind of hiding her business. She's kind of has a secret business. The queen basically runs everything on Bridgerton. So
that's how you right
yeah,
say the queen. What would you do without the queen anyway?
right. So it's very empowering for women, but it still allows you to feel like a lady. The thing I like about the show is that the men have to court you. They have to present themselves to the family as well. They can't just come to you any type of way. Your honor is respected. Your body is supposed to be respected. Sometimes they do kind of go outside and do some naughty things on the show. That's not. I don't agree with that, but I do like the part with the society says, okay, you're a respectable woman. Men should treat you as such. They should ask for your hand. So I do like that part. I like the chivalry and the kind of romantic part of that, and just finding your soulmate and the person God has for you. So I like that whole premise and part of the show.
I think also I don't think see anything wrong with uh, how they really want to be careful who you got married to because of what status you are. So you don't want to bring the status down of a very wealthy, high status family. But family has something to say about, are you who are you getting married to with your status, with your money, with this and that. And it looks like a lot of times they arrange where somebody's got to be wealthy. Now, all that part I don't agree with, but I kind of see how you make arrangements and make sure that the money stays up between the two different families. So other families, they may not want to get that money. So it's a lot of politics that goes on
That's true.
with relationships. And then
Yes.
maybe like people step out of the marriage or they have a secret lover because they had to marry someone because of the status, the position, the fame, the wealth. And then he or she might be in love with somebody what they call them like a pauper or somebody just
You're right.
hard working person. They don't have, you know, but it's interesting. That's what the drama.
Yes, they have yet to do that storyline, but I would like to see that where someone falls in love with someone that is not of high status. But like you said, the whole arrangement thing, I don't agree with. But the way they do the show, they really romanticize it. So
I think I kind of understand that when it comes to wealth, though, and that status. Now I do, but families just doing that and making arrangements with folks. But when I see kings and queen, princes, prince and princess, I kind of can see why they could arrange. You do see a lot of stories how they do have arrangements, those fairy tales or whatever, or some of the dramas, and he or she might end up with the real love of their life, but parents want them to do something else.
Right.
A lot of times it's because of the status.
The thing that I like about Bridgerton with the main characters is that the mother, she married for love and she wants that for her kids, but again, all the men are of some type of high status. But at least you have an option. It's not just that one guy. And then they've had the old guys on there, super old guys. And, kind of as a joke that, these are the options that they had. But you had more than one option. You didn't have to go with that guy. But then some of the girls did have issues where nobody was trying to call for them. So they kind of had to just go for whoever. At a certain age, I think it's like 27, you're considered an old maid or something like that. So that's something that I don't like about that time. But the whole rush to get married, and it's all about status. But it does still in this show say, okay, it is really about love and romance underneath of all of that as well. So, it's got that fantasy element too. And I think it also has an element of that's really what people want at the end of the day. They do want to be in love. But like you said, the politics is important. The financial status is important for the family to keep their name and all of that. And that takes place in marriages as well. People want to marry people with a certain status, but sometimes people kind of want to use people with a certain status. So that's a negative element of how people can do things today in our world today when it comes to love and relationships and marriage. And so I want to thank you, Lady Washington, for your thoughts. So thank you so much. We're going to be talking more. We're going to ask people, are you a Bridgerton lady again? And if you're interested in participating, we'd love to have you to be a part. Have fun with us, a little fun, a little fantasy, a little reality. Let's talk about some of these topics and have a good time as well. Thank you. This is Irene from CBiz Media, also known as Lady Chillsby. And we have
Lady Washington.
And she's from LICMC Radio, also known as London. So we'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you and God bless.
Why I Didn't Get Married, audiobook and Spotify special, now playing. Listen now.
Visit cbiztvmedia.com/single-christian-girl. Thank you.
That I have a lot of samplers, but we don't have enough room to put them all in. So we have them from kings on down to baby quilts. And my group that I'm in, we meet on Wednesdays and we have a good time. We have a teacher, and sometimes I'm the teacher, and then there's other people teaching me how to do this.
quiltsmadeoflove.com. That's quiltsmadeoflove.com.
Body and Soul by London Doris Harris Washington Health and Wellness Booklet. Get your copy online today.
Go to londondoris.gumroad.com/l/cziom or email londendoris@gmail.com.
If a lady desires to send a note of thanks or correspondence, she can do so with a delightful card or postcard. Or if she dare write out her dreams or desires, plans for the future, or a simple list of things that are a must for the latest ball or gathering, she can do so with this book of notes. And if she is a woman of faith, she has no shame in expressing that with this wearable item that can fit on a lapel or outdoor garment, bag for books or such. If you have a wish for any of these items, visit zazzle.com/cbgifts, email cbiztv@yahoo.com to receive free shipping. It's a Friday Hype special presentation.
Like and follow us on Facebook at LICMC.net Radio. Stay up on the latest, including our inspiring broadcasters and programming. Thank you for your